Hello, I am popping on with a haul video. Let me get my camera. Oops, wait a minute. Hold on, I know, making you dizzy. Okay, let's see how that is. I think that's good. Welcome in. I'm live, but I'll probably just go on and start so those watching it later won't have such a wait, but I'll wait just a moment. Ken and I have a new uh, place, new honey hole, I guess would be the way you would put it, where we love to go. Hi, Laurie. I am doing a haul from Amvets this morning. Uh, it's our new little place we love to go. Uh, we do the music at a church in Bristol, which is about a 30 minute drive interstate. And on those service days, um, we usually either go a little early and go on Wednesday, and then we go after church on Sunday. So it's kind of like part of our routine, and we love the place. And I asked again to clarify 85% of the proceeds go to help veterans and their families. And I like that. I love that, actually. Ken is a veteran, and we get a sizable discount. I think it's 25%, actually, 20 or 25. And so when we, buy something, it's a real deal. And I have gotten some really good stuff there. Today, I'm going to show you a few of the things. And some of these were bought in previous visits. Um, Hola, Olga. How are you today? I'm actually doing a little better today. I got up this morning and had some improvement with my eyes. I was thrilled. Ken noticed right off. Um, I had read online where eating celery has helped people with their Bell's palsy. So I've been eating some celery along. Um, but anyway, I'm doing a lot better. I'm looking in the camera up there. My eyes have had the improvement. My mouth has improved some. So I feel like I'm getting there. Most of you know this side was already there from like 6 years ago. This side is the new side after I had COVID. And when this one cranked up, this one got worse again. So I've actually had double Bell's palsy, which has been difficult. But it's not serious and, it could be a whole lot worse. So, but I trust that it's going to be improving. And I said it would be awesome if both sides got better. So I believe in prayer and I believe, that God can do that. So, but what have we got? 4 people. I'll wait just a minute and then I'll start my. Keep praying for me. I feel like the prayers are being answered. So, the pain level had dropped. And then last night I had some really sharp pain right here. And I went on to bed with the heating pad and woke up this morning and there was improvement. Always, when you have some improvement, I knew this from this side, it'll hurt a little bit, and then something will loosen up and you'll see some improvement. So, but I was able to eat something for breakfast that I haven't even been able to chew and swallow. So I was thrilled. The sandwich meat I have not been able to eat, and I could this morning. So actually, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm gonna get started here in just a second. We got 5 here. I want to show you my favorite thing that I have gotten at Amvets. Now, if you look online, you can do a search. Uh, just did my nails and messed them up. Amvet, just look Amvets, Amvets, and search for a location near you. They have them all over the place. We just got ours, I guess, 3 months, 3 months ago, something like that. And we really enjoy going in there. And this was probably my very best thing I've got. It is a Bead spinning bead. And look at the price. It was 99 cents. And then Ken gets his veterans discount for that. So it was like probably 75 cents, something like that. And this is what it does. I need to do a demonstration of this sometime. And you have a little needle that came with it that I lost, so I had to order some more on where did I put it? On Amazon. Here we go. It uses a little hooked needle like that. And you put your seed beads in there, spin it, and it picks them up onto that needle. I just finished this. Ken's got to drill a hole in the pendant that goes on it. These I did on there. Hold on. There. I've got them all tangled up. But they're just, it's so much fun. It's so relaxing. There they are. I did those. They have like a peacock iridescence. And I had made these earrings earlier, which really match. And I found a pendant that I had gotten from Laura Bemos. She used to do resin, and I bought a scrap bag of pieces, but it doesn't have a hole, so Ken's got to drill me a hole. So it's going to be like that peacock and then some purple in there. But anyway, uh, you turn it, and while you're turning it, you put that hooked thing in there. They make a larger one, but I love this little one. I just think that's probably the best thing I've gotten. Hey, Cindy. Oh, I could not believe how talented Jared is. I mean, I'd heard him play at church, but I couldn't hear just him. Those recordings that I mean, I went and listened to some more of his and that guy's stuff. My goodness, I put one of them on my Facebook. If some of you all would like to see that one, it was amazing. Okay, let's see what else have I gotten. Oh, my other. Let me get this. Hold on. Okay, let me start with this. One of their favorite price points is $1.48. Or you took the price off. This was $1.48. This little footed basket in excellent condition. I got it to put on Posh, and then I started looking at it, and I really like it, so I may keep it. But that was $1.48. And what I've been putting in it is one of my other great finds. I think one of these is falling down somewhere. Let's see. Maybe not. This office needs to be straightened up. I got a bag of, and I don't know how to pronounce it. I believe it's Italian. Uh, it's Filatura di Crossa yarn. It's wool, and there were 4 of these. Let's see. I think I took 2 to my daughters yesterday. I did. And I got the whole bag for 99 cents. I took bamboo needles to my daughters. I got those from Cindy in case Parker would happen to fall into my needles or something. But about 4 of these, they were 99 cents. This yarn alone is like, I want to say like $10 a ball. I can't remember exactly. I looked it up. It's discontinued. This is, let's see how you, Filatura di Crossa 501 is the style. But so I actually got those for 99 cents minus Ken's military discount. So I was thrilled with that. And get my needles down in there. That little basket's so cute just for yarn. See, I don't want to sell it. Let's see, what else have I gotten? Some of it I've already put away. I got big old boxes of, hi Jude, big old boxes of envelopes. And they're not just regular envelopes. They're like parchment, not rectangles, but squares. Really nice. Whole box of them, $1.48. minus our discount. I got 2 boxes. They're 2 different kinds. And then when I went back, there was another box, and they had priced it at $4.99. So that was a fluke, I guess. But I had some really nice envelopes. And I got this Sunday or Wednesday. It's a phone holder with a little thing. The only thing about it is when your phone's plugged in, there's not a place here for your cord to come through. I've got mine on the charger because we're supposed to get hard hit this afternoon from the hurricane. And our power, we have what's called AEP, Appalachian Power, and um, our power is not, it can be off for like a long time. Okay, hold on and let me, here we go. So I got this. I can't remember what I paid for it. Parker loves Paw Patrol. And this is Chase on the Case, the police officer one. And that's a little Christmas ornament I got for him. And we buy scores of books. I get books for him and Harper. And they're 33 cents a piece before our discount. So I told my daughter I can't not buy those if it's a nice book. I always managed to have books for my kids. I would get them at thrift stores and, uh, you know. Okay, here's something else I got Wednesday that's real interesting. I think I paid, they give you these $4 coupons, and you have to buy $15 worth. Well, we were at like $13.99 or something. So she held the register while I just ran over there and was grabbing stuff. And I got a couple of these little bags of just odds and endsy kinds of junk, basically. And one of them that I got, I think it was 49 cents or 79 cents, was a bag of these, stopper things. And I looked online. See, you put it on a bottle some way. One of these that was from some bank, these are from another bank, local bank, uh, was $10 on eBay. So I don't know if it's something that we'll use or if I'll list them or what. Somebody, it keeps the fizz in. They're called something. Uh, Fizz something. Ken told me, I forgot. So I got those. Um, my little junkie bags had something interesting in it that I'm not sure what I'm going to do. They're called mosaics, and you can make mosaic pictures gluing down these. They're little square tiles. They actually look like bathroom tiles or something in the old timey bathrooms, where they would lay out ours growing up. This man came and did ours, and he had a design, and he put those little. Anyway, that's what these remind me of. But I don't know what exactly I'm going to do with those, but they're cool. Let's see. I got a little bag of seashells with some of that stuff yesterday. These are those little glass things. These were in one of those bags I grabbed. I'm not sure what I'll do with them, but anyway, got them. By getting to $15, we could use our $4 off coupon. This was in one of the bags. It's paint, which may or may not be dried up. I don't know. Let's see. One of the bags had some floral tape and floral wire. I think I actually got these. I think these I got from Shop Goodwill in a batch of stuff. I can't remember. We buy all the stuff. Most of the stuff is downstairs in the garage. with the toys and things, I actually leave those in the garage and then clean them after a day or two. But anyway, those of you who came in a little late probably missed my spinning bead. This is my favorite thing. You put your beads in there and turn it and then stick this hook needle and it threads them on. You still have to do all your normal stuff you do here. I always put wire guards and stuff on the ends, but I don't know. It's very relaxing and fun to me. I have thoroughly enjoyed messing with that. But anyway, I've got tons of stuff all over the house from Amvets, and now I'm having trouble finding any of it. But anyway, I just wanted to come on. I'm here by myself this morning. When I woke up, I didn't really feel like going to my daughter's today, and Ken went, and he's going to come home a little earlier. We're all bracing here for the weather this afternoon, and we were kind of afraid it would hit before we got home, and Belle would be out under the patio scared, so we didn't. But anyway, how's everybody doing? Are you having your coffee too? Oh. One of these days, what my next, I don't know what you would say, project would be is, hold on. Is I have, this flower vase full of belts. Not all of it's belts. Most of it is. I have all these belts. And I sold one the other night that a bracelet I had made from one of these. They're really nice and heavy. Which right now I think people are kind of into heavy, big old heavy chunky bracelets. I'm going to do something with all of these and make some bracelets. That's what I've saved them for. I have tons of them. I think I actually have more than what's in this bag. These with the square links I think are cool. That would make a pretty bracelet. Isn't it pretty? Cindy had one a while back with big old chunky stuff on it that I just loved it, and then she didn't sell it because something was wrong with it. This was a very weird piece. I kept this one for the chain, but it's like 4 strings of chain. See, just that heaviness about them. Now this one I think might have been a necklace, and it's not really that heavy, but I thought, isn't that cool? But that's what I may even mess this up some today. I've been trying to kind of rest and relax if that helps the healing. And I have no idea why celery helps. I read about it, and so I ran down to Ingles from my daughter's yesterday and got some celery. Yeah, I know, Jude, and it wasn't any brand name. I don't think it was just uh, the look of it. Everybody liked. I ran down to Ingles and got celery and came back, and celery was ridiculously priced. But anyway, uh, put peanut butter on it. At my daughter's and ate it. I had to go hide because Parker would want some, and he can't eat celery, fresh celery. So I ate that whole stalk, one whole stalk, and I could tell right away something felt better. I don't know what's in it. I've got to do more research. But the Baltimore Sun had an article. Apparently, a doctor had put something in their paper about um, celery helping your blood pressure. And this woman had written in saying she didn't have high blood pressure, but she did the celery thing and it helped her Bell's palsy. And she said, it was great improvement daily. So I don't know what's in the celery that would. Read another article about Bell's palsy that it's the same virus as shingles, which there's different. I've read and talked to different people. The doctor I first saw last time said a virus, and he wouldn't be specific, but I had a bump in my ear, he said, that could have caused it, which is really weird. But the same as like the shingles virus, there's food that you eat and don't eat that, I don't know that mine's the shingles virus since it came after COVID, but anyway, the celery ain't gonna hurt me. But I have high blood pressure anyway, so but I put peanut butter down the center of it, and I'm doing that. I've already had some this morning, and but I woke up this morning with great improvement. So not from the celery necessarily, but anyway, I'd also use gabapentin a day or two. I really don't want to use it that much and get hooked on it or whatever. Got enough medicine to worry about. Uh, got these heavy duty wall hangers and something. I don't know what package it was. There were all these little hold on a minute. I had a couple of little packages of earring cards and stuff. I don't know where I put things. I have an awful time putting stuff everywhere and losing it. That one we looked at. But anyway, oh, I know one thing I did get there. Y'all know me in books if you haven't. We've got them everywhere. This is a really expensive book of smocking patterns, which I have a smocking pleater and used to smock a whole lot of little dresses and things for my daughter, but I haven't done anything for Parker, which he's about to outgrow smock clothing. My daughter buys him smocked clothing, and it always kills me because I could have made that, but I haven't really had time or whatever to do it. But I would have loved to smock him something before he gets too old. And I got this. This is a complete book of raglan sweater patterns, and they're all different sizes. And raglan has, that means you're starting at the neck usually. You can start at the bottom. I've done them both ways. But you have a seam that runs from your neck down under your arm in this shape. But these are seamless, I believe. Yeah, they're all seamless. That's the kind I like to do. So I got that. I was tickled to get that. And it was 49 cents minus whatever. Here's some of the stuff I got. Hold on. And I always have like this one area with just a bunch of stuff. Crafty kind of stuff. Like these are decorative papers that had been 44 cents a piece. And they were in a bag of stuff. I mean, for literally chump change or whatever you want, pocket change. So I got those, and these were 49 cents. They're a refill for, they're just hole punch plain pages for a little notebook. And then this was like, I think this is more like an agenda kind of thing. And it was 49 cents. I just love to dig through that. They'll put them like in clothes baskets and just have all kinds of stuff like this, which I love. Anything like that. Hold on a minute. I got this, and I had used one of these in college when I worked at a pharmacy. It's for counting pills, actually, I think. And I thought for beads it might be good, especially if you spill some. And it had been, I took the price off. Now these, I can't remember, I must have bought these way back when. But it was a whole bag of Bath and Body Works little lotions. And I thought those would be nice little gifts with your posh order or something. And I mean, this was under $1. I can't remember what I paid. But if you can find it in Amvets near you, they got all kinds of cool stuff. This was in some of the stuff. This is the kind of stuff Cindy and Jude like. Just little, this was just down in a bag of some other stuff. These are actually, I think, transfers that have plasticky stuff to them. I did pick up a National Geographic magazine. I didn't buy it. The cover was off, but it was from 1919. But National Geographic doesn't have ads, so I didn't, it's not like something probably, you might use some of the pictures, but I know mainly what they use in journaling are ads, and there weren't any. So, anyway. I ought to take you down in the garage and show you some of the stuff down there that we have gotten. But toys and books. Oh my goodness, at the toys we've gotten. Trucks and cars and stuff for Parker, like 49, 79 cents. I got this what you call it? I guess it's a roadway by Fisher Price, with roads that go around and stuff, a little elevator. They were $159 on eBay, and I got it for $2 and something after our discount. So, I mean, it's just, my daughter's finally asked me to take it home and let him play with it at our house because she doesn't have room. But anyway, Ken takes him something, usually in his pocket almost every day, a car or a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing or something. But he's into Spider-Man and Hulk and all them, and the little Disney movie Spider-Man. They call him Spidey. Amazing Friends or something. And we have to play that. I have to be Ghost Spidey. I have to put a white mask on, and Ken has to wear a Spider-Man mask, and it's real exciting. And us running around like idiots. I said, I guess the neighbors who can see through the front windows think we're crazy. But he loves anything to do with all of that. So yeah, he's got his granddaddy trained. His granddaddy was watching him early in the week, and he put the laundry bag that my daughter has to take the laundry downstairs over his head and walked into the dressing table and cut his eyebrow right here, just like sliced it open, and he was bleeding. And I was downstairs, and of course immediately felt guilty for not being up there, but her stairs are so steep, and I don't go up them more than once or twice a day. They are really steep. And anyway, I was downstairs not knowing how bad it is, and when they got in the bathroom, and his mommy's a nurse, so immediately she stays so calm, just so calm. And she kept, now it's okay, she said. His granddaddy said, oh my goodness, I heard Ken say that, and I thought, it's bad. Well, anyway, when something's bleeding that profusely, it's hard to tell how bad it is. But it looked really good yesterday, and the cut was actually smaller than all the dried blood and everything looked. But it's going to be okay. But it tore me all to pieces. I was in there in the living room, down on my knees, praying, afraid to go upstairs and see what had happened. And then I went in the bathroom and started dry heaving when they brought him down, because I looked at his eye and all that dried blood and everything. And I'm in the bathroom over the commode, and my daughter's just as calm. But she's the one they had to call when there was a code blue or whatever. So she's used to that setting. The only time I've seen her go to pieces is when the dogs have seizures. Our dog had seizures, and one of hers did. And she says she feels really helpless with a dog having a seizure and no equipment to do anything. She said, I'm more comfortable with a person having a seizure. But anyway, he's fine. And of course, I had to blame Ken with it. Anyway, but when your own kids do stuff like that, when you're younger, and it's not the same. And when you're older and you're a grandparent, it's just different to me. And I don't know. But anyway, anybody got anything interesting going on you want to share before I get off? I'm going to piddle around with doing something and rest periodically and eat celery till Ken gets home after a while. I'm hoping we don't get hit really hard. We were without electricity 24 hours about a month ago, and it's so awful. Of course, it's not as hot as it was then, but my phone, both of our phones were not charged up. And anyway, that morning, our whole area had gone down to the McDonald's by Interstate. Hi, Doug. How are you? It's good to see you. Everybody in the whole region was over at the one McDonald's at the interstate exit, charging phones and getting coffee was the main thing. Not getting your coffee is the awfulest thing. Yeah, when there's no coffee around here, it gets kind of. How are you doing, Doug? I feel like I haven't really talked to much of anybody lately. During the COVID, I didn't feel good, and then we got over that pretty quickly. But then the Bell's palsy set in, and there the first week or two with Bell's, you have a lot of pain, and I had trouble. I still have trouble seeing the chat. I had that eye injury, if you remember, before I got this, and so I've been really careful with that eye. Laurie said she needs coffee. I got this little coffee cup in the box. I love it. It says, love is patient, love is kind, 1 Corinthians 13. It's a good reminder, even with your own family, that we need to be kind and patient. I've always heard don't pray for patience, because the only way you get patience is through the trying of your faith. But I got that at one of the best yard sales we've been to. Eastern Star Shriners. The Shriners had a yard sale, and they had this Eastern Star place where they meet, and they had it just tables and tables of stuff. And I got that in the box, brand new, for like $1 or something. I love it. And while I've had Bell's palsy, I can't drink out of just anything. I can't drink out of a straw because I can't, And this cup's perfect. It's just the right size. But anyway, we always go to senior night at Burger King on Wednesday night after church. You can get like a Whopper fries and a drink for $3 and something. And there's never anybody in there at the time we go. And it's comical watching me try to eat a Whopper and stuff falls out of my mouth and I have to try to put a napkin up and stick it back in. But anyway, it is what it is. And when it all first happened, Ken looked at me and he said that he would love me if it stayed like that forever. And I thought, well, I'm very blessed. But I had lost a whole lot of on that. This is my long-term side. This is the side that I've had for. I got when Ken was diagnosed, he had a melanoma, and it tore me all to pieces. It turned out everything's been fine, but I got that, and it was very bad at first, and then started easing up. This side you can see is the recent side. With baby, you always have it in your mouth like that. See, but what happened with the other side is all of a sudden it went the other way. So for a long time I was this, but it's a little bit better, and my eyes are looking better. So anyway, I'm still not doing eye makeup because I don't, But if you have anybody in your life with Bell's palsy, and there's more people right now because of the vaccine and COVID, both had Bell's palsy as a. Of course, my daughter says any vaccination can have Bell's palsy as an after effect. Well, thank you, Laurie. That's common with anything, but I knew that taking that vaccine for me would be bad because how long I had it. But it was funny when I got the vaccine, I didn't get Bell's palsy. I got what's called sixth nerve palsy, where my eye crossed. So anyway, long it's boring, and I know you don't want to hear about it, but it's funny. People just look at me funny, and nobody will ask me what's wrong, Uh, but the neighbor's little grandchild, we ran into them in the grocery store, and he's sweet as he could be. He's in first grade, and he looked at me and he said, "What's wrong with your eye?" And I thought, I like that. I would just rather somebody just ask you than stare at you, like something's wrong with you. But anyway, and Parker, he'll take his little hand and feel my mouth, and at first I think he thought I was sad or something because I can't smile. I really can't smile. I'll try to smile. That's the most I can smile. And when I smile this side, it makes the nerve. You can hear the nerve trying to fire, and it goes in my ear. But all of this centers around your ear. In the place behind your ear, right here, is where that cranial nerve is. But anyway, I think at first he thought I was sad. And anyway, when I put on my Spider-Man mask I have to wear when I'm over there, uh, you can't see it. I told Ken I may just start wearing a Spider-Man mask. And it's a shame all those 2 years we've had to wear masks, and then nobody's wearing masks. And I'd like to wear a mask sometimes, but anyway, when I first got it, just being funny, when I first got it years ago, it was very severe at first. It was the whole side looked like I had melted and everything had gone down. And so what I did was I tied a scarf around my head like a pirate, and I had to wear that eye patch thing. And I still have one. Sometimes I have to wear it, but I had that patch on and that scarf, and I had one great big old hoop earring I would wear, and trying to make light of it. And I did that for a week or two, and then I realized it wasn't getting better too much, and I wasn't so amused by it. But anyway, God is good, and He's good all the time, every day. He's always been good to me. And I posted a song one time that I had seen on YouTube, uh, "The Goodness of God." You can look on my Facebook and find it. I had Parker singing it one day. But anyway, God is very good. He's always been good to me. All my life he has been faithful is one of the lines of that song. All my life he has been faithful. All my life he has been so, so good. Anytime that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. That's how it goes. You probably heard it. And it says, your goodness is following after me. And I wondered where they got that. Follows after me. Your goodness follows after me. And oh my goodness, Doug. They're innocent. Yeah, that's the difference. They're not they're not yeah, I get what hi Hattie. Um the innocence of children is discussed a lot. It's a precious thing, and our society's done so much to rob the kids of that. But anyway, uh, Ken and I have seen things. Thank you, Hattie. I'm doing great. I'm doing a lot better today than I was yesterday. So My eyes, I don't know, some of you, Jude and Cindy, will notice how much better my eyes look. When I talk, the old one, this is the old side, closes. And it's done that forever. But that's why I don't like to sing anymore at church, because when I sing, my eye closes. But anyway, I was telling them earlier about the celery. There's, if you look online and Google celery, Bell's palsy, there is so many links about that. And so I thought, well, what's it going to hurt to try? So I'm eating celery. It ain't going to hurt me better than Chex Mix and Bugles, which is what I tend to eat. Can't eat Chex Mix right now. There for a long time, it felt like my jaws were wired together because having it on both sides. And it was hard to eat. And so I was sitting eating oatmeal, which you don't see very often with me. But Ken loves oatmeal. He'll get out and fix it himself sometimes. But anyway, but I've missed everyone. I feel like I haven't really chatted much in any of the things where I've tried to. The chat is difficult for me to watch. I can watch the screen and comment occasionally, but to watch the chat, uh, if you remember, I got the vaccine and got that sixth nerve palsy. Then after that, I injured my eye with some old facial cleanser that really wasn't supposed to be for your eye. And he said I had lesions in my eye. So I had to make all these trips to the eye hospital. So I've been really, really careful with that eye because it's the eye affected by the Bell's palsy. And your eyelids don't close all the way when you first have it. Hopefully it will. This one does now. But that is why you'll see people with Bell's palsy with a mat, with a, not a mask, a patch, because to protect it when you can't close it. I can close it, but at first I had to manually close it to blink. But I'm doing so much better. But, if I stay like this forever, you know, it's okay. But I believe I believe I will do better. I was anointed at church with oil and prayed over, and I gave it to God. So there's doctors don't know a whole lot about it, and sometimes what's been my uh, oh, thank you, Laurie. Uh, they don't really, once they figure out you hadn't had a stroke, they're not that interested. The first thing they'll say is make a surprise face, and so you raise your eyebrows, and that's how they know you've not had a stroke. And then they're like, oh well. I've had one doctor tell me he thought acupuncture might help. I don't know. There's a place over near my daughter's I thought about seeing, but I've heard people that had great success with acupuncture, but I'm a little. Of course, those of you who know me, how I birthed a nurse, I don't know. Oh, did you, Mike? Good, good. Mike has got some cool things on his Facebook page. Uh, I'm trying to avoid going there right now till we've got to recover where I haven't had a lot of income for a good while. Uh, Mike has beautiful things, and his prices are unreal. I'm trying to see what I did with my rings I bought. But anyway, I bought one ring from Mike that I bought to wear on my pinky finger. It's sterling, and I lose every pinky ring that I wear. And if I wear anything on this top knuckle like Thelma Thrift does, I think that's so classy. And I lose every single one of them. And, actually, I lose rings that I wear on my pointer finger. One time I lost one that Ken had made, and we found it in the pasta salad. I had gone and fixed some pasta salad. Hi, Lydia. How are you? I saw you on, where did I see you? I was lurking and watching it on TV. Was it Jewelry Nurse's channel in Roberta? I think I saw you. Anybody got anything interesting you want to put a link in? Mike, you can put the link to your stuff you have. If y'all want to put links in, I don't mind a bit. Lydia, do you have one of these? Oh, Mike. Lydia, do you have a bead spinner? Um, I've had all this going on with I have Bell's palsy, Lydia, in both sides right now. This latest side's from COVID, and I just have not been able to see that great, and I just have stayed out of the chats, and I just watch the screen a lot of times because it strains my eyes. And I hate to come in and just say hello and leave, and then people think I'm not speaking to them. But I was showing them earlier this bead spinner thing. They are so cool. You spin it around, and you have a little hook, and it picks the beads up and threads them down the thing. I was real tickled with that. That's what I've been playing with while I've been out of commission. Michelle has the two that I had made while I just finished this one, but haven't gotten the pendant on yet. And got a resin pendant that Laura Demos made. And Ken's going to drill a hole for me. And then the earrings, I had these acrylic rectangles. And I've got, those are the earrings that go with it. So anyway, I have tons and tons. Oh, I love it, Lydia. It's so much fun. I love it. It's so relaxing just to spin that thing. I ought to show you guys how it works sometime. I don't really want to this morning. No, Mike, you've done too many gifts for me already. Mike is the most generous person. No, I'm not going to do that. But you all put your link in, Mike, so they can come and look. What you'll be surprised on Mike's stuff, his prices are so, I mean, all of you guys put your links in if you want to. A lot of you guys have channels. I've been doing Poshmark a little bit and did really well at first, and then it's just like shut. I haven't. I think people want you to send them these offers, which I was doing, and by the time you do that, and then they take out their big hunk, you're almost paying to sell it. So I'm just not going to send those cheapo offers anymore. I've decided. But anyway. But I was showing things I had gotten at Amvets. It's called AMVETS. Amvets. I'm having trouble saying it. And 85% of the proceeds go to veterans and their families. And I love that. And I also love the fact that my veteran gets 25% off. So we get a nice discount too. Like this bead spinner, which I think the small one runs about $15 or $19. It was 99 cents, and Ken got 25% off of that. And then they give you a coupon when you check out that's $4 off of 15. So we do we just came out with tons of stuff. I got the cutest little red pocketbook. It's downstairs in the garage. I leave things, let them air out downstairs. Hey, Tammy. And it's so cute. I should have brought it up to show. A lot of what we do with a whole lot of the stuff. Ken bought a light fixture, brand new, to put in I think our bedroom. He loves to replace light fixtures. And it was brand new, and he asked them to let him open it first so he could be sure all the stuff wasn't broken. And it was perfect. And it was $5.98. And then he got his 25% off of that. So we'll have a new light fixture in the bedroom for that little bit of money. So, I just can't rave enough about Amvets. And I buy a lot from Goodwill. I have over the years and will continue to do so. They closed all but one of our Goodwills in our city and in the neighboring city. There's just one in each city. But I don't know, and I don't know how much of it is what the word is. I think it's pretty well documented that their executives make an awful lot of money, at least an awful lot compared to people around here. Uh, in California, where Dougie is. Hi there, Clearwater. How are you? Are you Clearwater, Florida, or Clearwater somewhere else to where I hope you aren't? My college roommate lived in Clearwater, Florida. Um, I hope you're safe and sound. Idaho. Good. You're far away from the hurricane. Uh, we're supposed to get, when it hits South Carolina and North Carolina, we're in Tennessee on the Virginia line, kind of, and we're supposed to get some of it. Southwest Virginia is supposed to get more than East Tennessee. So, yeah, put your links in, guys. I don't mind a bit. Uh, or if you want to tell what you're going to be doing when your next show is or whatever. Uh, I hear rain already. Yep, it's raining. We have a creek out front. Y'all heard me talk about it, and it comes over the banks sometimes. And but they fixed our road. The highway department came and fixed the road, and whatever they did caused the water to run differently. And so there's like an area there in front of our mailbox where it's like a rushing river when it's really bad. So I'm hoping we don't. Our front yard, we had some really bad rains, I don't know, about 2 or 3 months ago, and our front yard looked like a lake. Lydia's on tonight at 5:30. Lydia, when y'all put your time, is it Eastern or Central or what time zone? Is that 5:30 Eastern or 5:30 Pacific? My son used to go from Tennessee to California every week and back, and he had a watch we got him that had three faces with the different time zones Pacific. So that would be 8:30 here Eastern. Right? I think so. Oh, I hear that rain. Ken will go on and leave my daughters to get home. Our creek rarely goes over our driveway. Our neighbors does sometimes, but uh, I don't go down to the creek too much. 3 hours different. We put little benches and stuff down there, and Ken and I, like, after he retired, we started trying to have a daily devotion together, which I wish we'd done in our whole lives. We just weren't regular with it. But we fixed us a little area down there, and we called it like our little prayer area. We were going to have prayer down there. We hauled rock from this place and made like a little wall around it and bought a bench and did all this stuff. Well, I went down one time down there, and on the side near the creek, there's big holes where I said, "What is that? Snake holes?" And Ken said, "No, it's crawdads." Well, that was my last prayer time down at the creek. So I don't. Ugh, I'm a city girl, and I don't want anything like that around me. My neighbor said she used to see snakes in the creek, and that was enough for me. Belle had her a snake one time. She's had, like, I think her possum count's in the 30s now, but well, I don't like anything like that. And I told y'all, I'm gonna tell you again. Some of you will probably go, ugh. My daughter moved in a house in June, not this year, but the year before. And I don't know how long this snake had been living downstairs, but this summer my son-in-law was backing the car out and noticed there was a snake skin laying up on the block, near the insulation. Well, it was like 6 feet long. A snake had shed its skin right there. So they're like freaking out. So they can't find it. And so they called a critter getter person, who came and looked at the skin and said it was not, it was, I want to say a black snake. I can't remember. Either a rat snake or a black snake, a non poisonous snake. And he said, he said the main thing you want to do is get rid of the chipmunks, and where it was, some way it could have gone down in any of the block or something. I don't know. Anyway, this went on, and then they knew it was down there, and they were waiting to see, well, my son, well, they saw it. They saw it, I think is what it was. They actually saw it. So they called my son and told him about it, and he came over, and he brought one of those elderly people things that you get reach and grab with, and they found it, and he got it. Well, turns out it had a girlfriend. The main snake was like over 5, 6 feet long, and it had a smaller girlfriend, and they were fixing to set up housekeeping. And apparently, this snake had been coming in and out of their basement garage since they lived there. And she would like come in from walking when Parker was asleep and leave the stroller, run upstairs, and turn on the sound machine, and then come get him and take him up to lay him down. I thought, oh gosh, that snake could have eaten him. But it was huge. And my son caught both of them and put them in tubs, caught them separately, actually, and hauled them to the same place and let them out. But the other day we were there, and this big, huge hawk with like a wingspan. It was about 4 foot wingspan. I've seen bigger, but it was big. And it was perched on the neighbor's deck, and it was watching down below. Well, it saw a chipmunk, and it went and got it sat right there and destroyed it right in front of Parker, and as we were having lunch on the deck. And anyway, I said that went from a National Geographic lesson to a horror movie. But Melissa said maybe it'll get all the snakes. But I don't know why they have so much wildlife. But anyway, this snake, though, beat all I've ever seen. It was huge. And like big around too. And anyway, of course, my silly daughter was talking about it looked pitiful or something, pitying it, her and my son. Ugh. Anyway, I don't like snakes. I don't like crawdads. I don't like spiders. But there was a spider web across her door when we went the other morning. It had a spider web out like that. I'm getting messages on my phone. And it was dark brown, not brown like a recluse, but dark. In the center, there was a white dot. And then in the center of the white dot, there was a black dot. I have never seen one like that. It wasn't like the big old furry ones you get on your wood pile. It was smaller than that. But, oh, it was evil looking. Ken got it and took care of it. But, don't like anything like that at all. You hear of people getting really sick from spider bites around here more than you do snake bites and stuff. So, well, I'm going to go. I appreciate everybody coming in. I've been missing everybody. We'll be on, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise Tuesday. And we have scaled our business down a little bit. I've actually retired. We'll be selling, just not a lot, and not for, I can't do like the 6 and 7 hour shows like we used to. I just can't. But as long as y'all can stand my face, I don't mind to be here. Well, thank you, Laurie. I do want to do some jewelry repair videos. I have tubs. I'm going to move. Well, I don't think I'm going to show you. I have tubs and tubs and tubs of broken vintage pieces, and I want to do videos of upcycling those or just repairing. Some of them just require repair. Like, for instance, I have a can't think of it. I want to say Maryland something. The really expensive vintage pearls. I have a set of those that cannot be repaired, but I'm going to upcycle those and things like that. So I'd like to do some videos like that. I just haven't really felt like it, to be honest. The fatigue from the COVID went away, and then I got the bells, and it brings its own fatigue and misery. I'm feeling a lot better now, but the early time, it's not fun. But I can say my F's now anyway. But when I just didn't didn't want to do it. Well, guys, have a great day, and I may be on tomorrow with a little buy it now sale. I don't know, nothing big or great, um, and it would be invoiced with next Tuesday's sale. Um, Other than that, I'll just be here eating celery. Love everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye. Hi, Yvonne.